Wall-E. This is LEGO Idea Set 21303. It depicts the main character of the Pixar movie of the same name. If I'm informed correctly, then the set was released in November 2015 for about €50 and consists of 676 pieces, according to Reprickable. This set is a revised version of a set of the same number, which was published a few months prior in September 2015. That set consisted of 677 pieces, but came with some flaws. In North America only, at least as far as I know, there was a problem with the neck's friction. Wall-E, kept on bowing down the whole time. And to fix this problem, LEGO released a little bag with 4 hinge pricks for free, as far as I know. And those pieces simply had better tolerances, and with that, the bowing problem was solved. Sadly, the set also had another problem with the head, which simply didn't stay in position. And to fix that, LEGO released another little rework bag, as they called it. And this bag came with quite a few more pieces because they had to redesign the whole neck, which holds the head. I think LEGO did send you those bags if you ordered the set from Lego.com, but otherwise you simply had to contact them, and they did send you those bags for free. And at least the second fix, as far as I know, was released in December 2015, and at the same time they republished the set, and it came with all the fixes included already. Well, as you can see, I do not have the box, and I also don't have printed instructions, but luckily you can download them from the LEGO website. I bought my set used, and I paid about, I think, €84 for this bag of pieces. The seller told me that it's already the fixed set, so I hope he didn't scam me. If you want to get this set nowadays in such a used condition as I did, I bought my set a few years ago, I think you have to pay about €120 just for the bricks. If you also want to have your set with instructions and a box in used condition, you have to pay about €160 at the moment. And you can get a still sealed box for €280. Well, then I think I'm going to open this bag here. I will empty it on the table, and then I can start with the build. So you can see the instructions start with some text. We get to know who Wall-E is. And then we get some information about the set's designer, since it's an idea set. It's made by a LEGO fan. And the guy who designed the set is somebody special. He's actually the directing animator of the movie. And so it's cool that the set really was designed by a Wall-E expert. Well, here everything starts with step 1, and this is where I will start. I will come back to you as soon as I see something interesting. Oh, I forgot to mention something. So, the instructions available on the LEGO website are the instructions for the revised set, but it might be that you stumble upon old instructions online for the first revision or the first version of the set, And to know if you have the fixed set or instructions for the fixed set or for the first version of the set, you simply have to check this number down here. So you can see that I got here number 6162870. That's the number for the fixed set. I think also the number 6162871 is a number for a fixed set, but I guess you can always only find that number in printed instructions. Step 24. This isn't a real issue, but if you want to be absolutely precise, then here we got a little error. Have a look at this segment which we have to build here. You can see that we have to build it 2 times identically, and then we have to place it down here. So we got our 2 segments, we have built them 2 times. One is placed here, and according to the instructions, the other one is placed on the opposite side, like this. But, well, you can see that these little pipe things here get these slits. And when we have built those segments identically, and place this one mirrored as this one, then of course the slit of this pipe here is on the underside, but according to the instructions, the slit is always on top. So we don't really have to build this segment 2 times. We have to build it 1 time like this and 1 time with the pipe turned around. Step 28. One thing to consider when you are buying used Lego pieces is that they might be dirty. It's not of a big problem when they are dusty, but it can also be that they come with quite sticky dirt, and in those cases I prefer to use a toothbrush, and this helps often quite a lot because you can get in all those gaps. It might also help to simply place the pieces under water while brushing them, but often brushing alone does the job quite well. Step 42. We are starting to build the neck, and I think those hinge bricks here are the pieces which were faulty in the first North American release. Yeah, I think mine have got enough friction. There isn't a problem at all. Yeah, this is extremely sturdy. Step 47. In this step we are using a piece which I haven't used before, but it isn't a rare piece at all. The Lego company introduced this piece in 2003, and so far it appeared in over 240 sets. It's a double axle, Technic axle connector made out of this flexible rubber stuff. And well, since I don't really build any Technic sets, I simply haven't stumbled upon this piece before. It's quite interesting, but I'm not sure if it will withstand the test of time. If it might, I don't know, if it might get sticky after some years. Well, the set is 10 years old now, about 10 years, and the piece here still seems to work perfectly fine. Yeah, I think it's alright. I have a lot of Lego tires from the early 90s and late 80s, and those tires still work perfectly fine. So it seems that Lego knows which rubber they have to use for their pieces. Step 48. This is a really cool building technique we have used here. So, the rubber pieces about which we just talked are used to give Wally's arms some friction, so we can slide. We attach the arms to these balls here. We can slide the upper ends of the arms here along this self-made rail, and normally this would be quite loose. There wouldn't be any friction at all. But thanks to these rubber pieces, which are pushed against those tiles here, and also, yeah, I guess that's it. Maybe they are also pushed against the underside of those plates, but I think what really brings friction in here are those tiles. And this is really cool, and it's quite satisfying sliding those things here. Great. Step 62. In this step we are using 2 printed tiles, which are exclusive to the set. Well, not the tiles themselves, but the prints. Step 66. Here is another exclusive print. Step 73. This sprocket here is another Technic piece which I haven't used before. The Lego company introduced this piece in 2007, and so far it appeared in 56 Lego sets. Step 78. We are building treads, and I think it's the first time that I'm building Lego treads. The links we need for those treads were introduced in 2007, and so far they appeared in 65 Lego sets. Step 101. In this step we are doing the fix. With this step the head stays in position. And an essential piece for this fix is this piece here. But for some reason it is in black, not in dark bluish gray as shown in the instructions. This makes me wonder if the guy who sold me this set actually didn't own a set which already came with the fix, but one of the first sets without fix, and he simply fixed it with his own pieces. Strange. Well, luckily I also got the dark bluish gray piece in my collection, so I'm going to use this one like shown in the instructions. Step 124. Have a look at those brown pieces here. There's a problem with the color. Those brown pieces come in different shades of brown. Step 155. We have completed the head. And look how sad Wally looks. Aww. I guess he is missing his arms. Well, we are going to build those now. Step 178. We have completed our Wally build. And doesn't it look cute? It's so cool. I think the designer really was able to recreate Wally's shape almost perfectly. He has achieved something really great here. It's a great model. Okay, then let's have a look at some details. So let's start from below. Here we got the treads, and you can see that you can actually move them. So I guess with the help of some electric motor, you might be able to build a remote-controlled Wall-E. I'm sure there are instructions for MOCS somewhere out there. Alright, then here we got this little flap. When we open it, we see a compartment. It's where Wall-E likes to place the plant. I guess actually this is meant to be a compartment which is used for compacting the trash, I guess. And you can see that it isn't totally dark in there. We got some light in here because the whole thing is open from above. I'm not really sure if there really should be that hole. In the movie, Wall-E can put his head inside his body, but I don't think that he puts his head down there. I guess he just, lowers his whole neck, and I guess the head just is more or less the lid of this upper part of the body. I don't know. But it isn't too obvious that there is a hole in there, so I think it's alright. Especially when you place the head a bit differently, you don't really notice it at all. Let's close this here again. Oh, and I killed the plant. Let's revive it. So, you can see that the flap comes with printed tiles. They say Wall-E. And up here we got another printed tile. It's the solar charge level. And next to it, I guess this is a red LED. Here on top, we can see Wall-E's little friend. This is supposed to be the cockroach. Wall-E has got two arms, which we can move like this. This is really cool. I like this building technique. It's done with the help of rubber pieces, which give us some friction. So you can see these pieces here. And when we move the arm, those pieces just keep everything, connected. But that's not the only direction in which we can move the arms, because the arms are built with ball joints, and because of that we can place the arm in almost every angle. Here in the front we got the hand with, what are those? Let's call them fingers or shovels or whatever those are. And you can see that we can rotate the hand like this, and we can also move those individual segments here. And this means it's no problem at all to grab the plant or release it again. You can just detach it from here and place it in there if you want to, just like Wall-E likes it. Then up here we got Wall-E's neck with the head. So the neck is fixed, or better said, the part of the neck which holds the head up is fixed. And as you can see, now everything is perfectly sturdy. I guess it isn't too sturdy. When you overdo it, the head still falls down, but it is a display set, I think, and so it shouldn't be moved too much, and it's absolutely sturdy enough for a display set. We can stretch the neck like this. And you can see here on top we got another ball joint, and this means we can place the head in almost every angle. And the head itself consists of these two bigger segments here. Let's call them the eyes. And as you can see, those can be moved individually too. So let's bring this back in a cute position. Wally! Eve. Oh yeah, I definitely have to build an Eve MOCS so that Wally isn't so lonely. Well, I like the details of the eyes. The head really looks cool. We also got these cables here in the back, or tubes, or whatever those are supposed to be. And well, down here is another interesting building technique used. Nothing special, but it looks quite cool. So we got this flap here. I guess it isn't supposed to be a flap. It's just built like a flap so that we can place it in this angle here on top of those those rods here, or those pipes, whatever. Well, and I think that's more or less all we can see here. I had much fun with building the set. The neck fix does the job quite fine. It holds the head in place. It's an easy build. You don't need long to assemble the whole set. Maybe you should know when you buy the set still sealed, then you just get the pieces like all the people get them who buy the set in used condition, because there are no building sections. There are no numbered bags, which means you will have to open all the bags in the beginning. Oh, one thing I do not like about the set actually is that we used blue Technic pins. Why didn't we use plaque pins here? I don't think that there's anything blue at the body of Wally. I can't remember. I guess it would have looked better with plaque pieces, but for some reason LEGO simply stopped using plaque pieces or plaque pins. Nowadays they always use those blue pins. Well, but that's all I can complain about. I really like the set, and the initial price of 50 euros was a bit expensive, but I think it's still okayish. But nowadays, what people are trying to get for a set like this, no matter if it's used or still sealed, that's just way too much. I wouldn't pay twice or 3 times the original price. But if you can get this set cheap, I see no reason why not to get it. I really like this build. It looks fantastic, and it will find a place on my shelf. And let's hope that Wally doesn't have to wait too long until he gets an Eve Companion MOC.